should open it when we get some time.
On me!
Any booze in there? Pour me a cup. Oh.
On me!
Yeah. Press the advantage.
while the light shines bright.
Huh. How'd this slip through the net? To the adventurer go the spoils. This loot's all yours.
in my sights!
Ding dong!
Behold the dark!
Be silent.
Fear the dark!
Close your eyes. To dust.
You got this!
Good luck! Lash it!
On me! Thunder!
Chew on this!
Go get him, Aiden!
Be silent. Close your eyes.
Be gone, Shadow of Dark!
Look, Rick!
All the light shines!
Observe.
Goodness, how the world has changed. Might I ask, when did the custom of placing treasure chests in every nook and cranny come into fashion?
On me!
Any booze in there? Pour me a cup. Here.
Go close!
Behold the dark! Surge! On me! Thunder!
Here.
You got this!
Lash it down!
Fear the dark!
Night falls. Close your eyes.
Go get him, Aiden! Be gone, Shadow of Darkness!
Good luck! Ding dong!
Be silent. Observe.
Do you fear the dark?
If you want it, it's yours. If you want it, it's yours. On me! To the adventurer go the spoils. This loot's all you... yours. Here. Huh? Here. On me. Huh? On me! Here. Any booze in there? Pour me a cup. Huh? On me! Huh? Here.
Where to?
Fratnik, reporting for duty.
On me! Weapons need regular maintenance. Take good care of them, and they'll take care of you when it matters most. To the adventurer go the spoils. This loot's all yours. I like to drink on occasion. Any and every occasion. Good one. On me! Sure feels good to get away from my desk. Now, where's a good spot for a nap? To the adventurer go the spoils. This loot's all yours. A worthy adversary.
Go claw! Look!
Close your eyes. Night falls.
Two on this! Flash attack!
While the light shines bright. Behold the dark!
On me.
Good luck!
Press the advantage.
On me. A worthy adversary.
Look! The rainbow!
Look after Mondstadt for me. Be silent. Night falls. Close your eyes.
Two on this! Wing done water bomb!
Be gone, shadow of darkness!
Observe. Burn. No more. Turns out I can die.
Go get him, Aiden! Just make sure Intel gets back. Where could they be? This is turning into a major headache.
What now, boss? Forget our brothers and sisters over at the lighthouse waiting to get to work. If we don't have enough fuel, it's lights out for the entire camp.
Yeah, we gotta think of something, squad leader.
Don't worry. Head back to your posts. I'll take care of this. Traveler, Paimon, good to see you.
Hey there, Eitlua! Why is everyone gathered here at the entrance?
It's fine. Just a minor issue, really. And I'm already on the case.
Come on, Eitlua! You're always trying to fix things by yourself on the down low. Just tell us, it couldn't hurt. Or is it because you're too embarrassed to say?
No way. I just don't want everyone in town worrying about things that I can handle on my own. But since you're both part of the investigation squad now, I won't treat you like outsiders. Still, this isn't exactly the place for a chat. Come on in. I'll tell you more inside.
Ah, Lady Yuheng. Oh, and the Traveler and Paimon are here as well.
What a pleasant surprise. Happy Lantern Rite.
I hope we're not interrupting, Dr. Baiju.
Not at all. I assume you're here to see the patient? Unless it's urgent, however, it would be best not to disturb her rest. It's quite unstable. She's even more agitated than when she first arrived. And she refused to cooperate when we tried to check her over. I had no choice but to prescribe.
Squad leader, I've compiled what data we have on the bases we can still control. My report is over at the command post.
Got it. Thanks, Roland.
Squad leader, our comrades in the east seem to have butted heads with the Fatui. They say they're going to send someone over.
Got it.
Jeez, Itlua. Are you always this busy?
Recently, yeah.
You know, Paimon's been wanting to ask for a while now. What are these lightkeepers camps? They kind of look like food trucks, don't you think? It'll be awesome if you really could cook up there. But Paimon has a feeling there's more to these things than meets the eye. What? Yeah, that wasn't what Paimon was getting at.
Oh, these? Officially, they're called moon wagons. They're transportation tools we made by modifying Snezhnayan mechanical vehicles. You can think of them as Kuvaki-powered mobile lighthouses. They're not quick by any means, but they save us a whole lot of trouble and manpower when it comes to transporting supplies. As for cooking functionality, I hadn't actually given that any thought. But you know, if we did install a toaster in there... Oh, no. Filling stomachs is a key part of Aratnik's duties too. Thanks for reminding me of that, Paimon. A proper food truck would save us from having to build makeshift stone stoves just to eat a hot meal.
Right? And that way, you could even hold your own bonfire parties, too! Except, everyone does seem really busy. I'm not sure they'd be in the mood for that.
Actually, I really hope that one day we can. Just the thought of it makes me smile. But that day will have to wait. For now, at least.
Yeah, it's all because of the wild hunt, isn't it?
Yes, Flint's did send word from the south that the strongest wild hunt anomaly we know of has been destroyed with your help. But it continues to cause havoc elsewhere, so there's no easing off for us. Not only must we shore up our bases themselves, we also need to ensure that the roads are clear, which entails dispatching Ratniki at regular intervals to patrol vast areas of land.
Whew. Just listening to all that is kind of tiring already. You Lightkeepers sure have it tough.
And that's just the basics. The real danger lies with those wild hunt outbreaks that suddenly just appear out of nowhere. Such tasks are all handled by Gramps, Flynns, Olav, and those guys. I can't have Gramps fretting over every last thing, so I've taken over handling of the groundwork. Honestly, compared to our shortage of manpower, supply prep is nothing. To continue on the topic of food, even the best cook in the world couldn't do anything without ingredients. Over the years, many of our former bases have fallen into disrepair, making them ill-suited for long-term postings. At the moment, everyone has to shuttle back and forth between our camps and HQ, leading to fewer and fewer people available for combat deployments. Yup, and that's turning this place into a permanent base. And most importantly, what's a Lightkeeper stronghold without a lighthouse?
So, you want to build one here?
Exactly. We'll need it if we're to stand any chance against the Wild Hunt's attacks. Which is easy to say, but in practice, I think you've seen enough to know it's not going too smoothly.
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot that we were here to help. So, what's the issue?
Well, building our encampment will require lots of fuel and supplies. Generally, we bring it all in on moon wagons all the way from Pyramida. If only it were so simple. The main problem is, we need a special kind of oil refined using kuvaki. It's true that the plants nearby are full of kuvaki, and they'll keep us going. For a while at least. But supplying the fuel for a lighthouse is a whole other ballgame. Unfortunately though, there's been no sign of the supplies that should have arrived last night. Valdis is in charge of transport, and he's always been meticulous, so it's unlikely that he got careless and missed the timing or something. And that's precisely why I'm worried that they might have encountered some trouble.
Yeah, there's always a way out of every jam. Even if that means being trapped inside a sealed barrel or getting buried neck deep. Surely this can't be any worse than that.
Don't tell me that's actually happened. I guess I underestimated you two again.
Anyway, we can have a look around. Maybe they've just lost their way.
Maybe so. Anyway, there's no time to lose, so follow me.
Yep, let's move.
Goodness, how the world has changed. Might I ask, when did the custom of placing treasure chests in every nook and cranny come into fashion?
Go claw!
Up the ante!
Close your eyes.
Be silent.
Close your eyes. Goodness, how the world has changed. Might I ask, when did the custom of placing treasure chests in every nook and cranny come into fashion?
Better hold back this time. This ought to do it. This ought to do it. Look after Mondstadt for me. This ought to do it. This ought to do it.
Steady now.
You're in my sights.
Better hold back this time.
Light compels you.
Good luck! Look,
Up the ante!
This ought to do it.
chew on this!
Observe.
Mission over. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Where to?
Knight of Boreas. The second knightly virtue is honesty. Deceitful and cunning words might win you the upper hand in the moment, but a victory won by the blade never lies. The second knightly virtue is honesty.
Prudence, modesty, and loyalty. These are the three cardinal virtues of the Lightkeepers, and I highly approve. Have you ever asked people in Nodkrai how they ended up here? I have. Most of them didn't choose it because it's a comfortable place to live or because they dream of what their life here could be like. No, this is but a rest stop where weary travelers can find some brief respite from the snowstorm. Hardly the kind of place that makes people feel as if they belong. And so any traveler who stops in Nodkrai is sure to leave once they are rested and recovered. The next stop on your journey is Snezhnaya, no doubt. The snowy plains there are simply beautiful. I wish you a safe trip. A lost civilization deep underground in Inazuma. And these shades of Tokoyo, they are the last vestiges of its erstwhile inhabitants. How intriguing. If the chance ever arises, I would certainly like to see it. You shan't catch me crossing blades with Varka. There's simply no contest. No sword in the world has a sharper bite than the North Wind. Now, you might think that the allusion to one of the fiercest forces in nature's arsenal is pure hyperbole. But I tell you, he is a true knight, the likes of which are rarely seen in this day and age. If I ever have the chance to spar with him, it will be a sure sign that I'm going up in the world. Do you have any interest in old coins or ancient gemstones? A colleague of mine in Pyramida City often writes to me, expressing his concern for my well-being. He's a kind old man, and I know he means well, but it's perfectly cozy where I live already, and I am in no need of home improvement suggestions, and I certainly don't need him to get me a cat or a dog.
Mondstadt once had a debate between cat people and dog people. You think the Knight of Borea should probably lean towards dogs, right? But truth be told, I've kinda got a soft spot for cats too, you know? Puppies are real cute with their energy and all, but a nice, quiet cat also makes a great companion too. If I had the chance to adopt... yeah, I'd have to take them all.
I once considered keeping some pets in my office, but soon gave up on the idea. It's just not right to keep small animals where they won't be able to see the sun.
Wriothesley is a trustworthy man. I fought hard for the title and reputation he now has. I expect you to think that I've simply been duped by his flattery and appearance of loyalty, but to that, I would quote the Inazuman proverb, "The words unspoken are the flower," which means some things are best left unsaid. I have to say, my daily life is not without its inconveniences. Water tasting is a rather sophisticated. People seem to respond to the sight of a man in the rain without an umbrella, as if it were some sort of strange spectacle. From my observations, humans have a tendency to view themselves as being in opposition with nature. And whenever this point is raised, someone is always quick to respond by declaring that humans are in fact a part of nature like any other organism. To someone like me, however, who knows an inkling of the truth, what would be most beneficial is if human civilization and the natural world of this planet could seek ways to coexist with one another.
I was once summoned by Nervilet to discuss some matters with him in his office. When I approached the Palais Mimonia, I saw him standing by the road, completely drenched in the rain. I held out an umbrella for him, and, well, he thanked me politely. His expression was a little distressed, I guess. I can only assume that I had disturbed him in the middle of something. Some inmates once taught me a way to wield the elements by throwing around chemical potions. Well, I guess whoever's in charge of handing out visions doesn't care too much about a little rule bending. If a man will not work, he shall not. You want a tip on how to escape from the guards? Just give yourself a name that's really long and difficult to pronounce. As a general... Did you know many similar boxing? I usually take some milk with my coffee and 2 cubes of sugar with my tea. Uh-oh. Looks like I'll owe you a favor now. Now, people have this tendency to see me as an all-knowing figure with mystical powers. In reality, I'm just one man with 2 eyes and 2 ears. How can I possibly know everything that's happening in the fortress of Meripede? You want a tip on how to escape from the guards? If a man will not work, he shall not eat. And as a general... Boxing? To me, that's... Did you know many similar models... I usually take some... Did you know many similar models of handcuffs can all be unlocked using the same master key? Except mine, of course. They're different. You ever had one of Sijuin's milkshakes? The taste that comes to mind is... what's that flavor? Desolation.
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. I cannot help but feel that you bringing me here is some sort of an assassination attempt. I am no rabid fan of trials. I preside over them only out of duty, for this is the task that has been entrusted to me. Some days my mind wanders, and I fantasize about walking into the rain. Oh, but don't worry. My flights of fancy don't distract me from my work. I don't know how Sijuin is faring these days, but if I hear so much as the whiff of a rumor that she's being bullied, I shall summon Wriothesley here and demand an explanation. She's so kind and vulnerable. She brought me some camera film the last time she visited, and asked to listen to more of my commentary on the water of Natlan. How long is it until her next vacation? I usually do my best. This is something that I usually do my best to avoid forming. This is something that I can only say in private. I went to see an opera recently. It was about a late. For a number of reasons, I rarely leave Fontaine. I have to say, my daily life. For a number of reasons, I rarely leave Fontaine. As a result, I have to say, water tasting is a rather. People seem to respond to the sight of a man in the rain without an umbrella, as if it were some sort of strange spectacle. How can people bring themselves to consume deep-fried foods? Animals can survive for weeks without food, but merely a few days without water. There is no dish that could ever compare to pure, unadulterated water. With that in mind, food items that contain plenty of liquid are the next best thing.
I usually boxing. Most inmates seem the fortress of Meripede work. The fortress of Meripede doesn't need her services. Yeah, some things are best preserved the way they are, warts and all, so people don't make the same mistakes twice. Yeah, I say warts, but yeah, I mean the smell. The fortress of Meripede works with Spina di Risula on some matters regarding supplies and logistics, but we don't have any other dealings. This isn't because I don't trust Navia or her abilities. In fact, I hold her in quite high regard. The only reason we continue to stay out of each other's way is because I want to honor the agreement I made with the late Mr. Callus. Clorand is the best champion duelist you can find. Her combat prowess is already the stuff of legend. I've never fought her myself, but that's because there's never been a need for it. Sigewinne, the head nurse, possesses all the virtues associated with the medical profession and genuinely cares for the well-being of everyone around her. She seems to have picked up some bad habits from me, though, like frequently betting with her Melazine friends over who'd be able to put more stickers on my belongings. No, not actually bothered by it. I was once summoned by Nervilette to discuss some matters with him in his office. When I approached the Palais Mermonia, I saw him standing by the road, completely drenched in the rain. I held out an umbrella for him, and, well, he thanked me politely. His expression was a little distressed, I guess. I can only assume that I had disturbed him in the middle of something. If a man will not work, he shall not eat. That phrase has been on the walls of the fortress of Meripede for as long as anyone can remember. I don't know who first came up with it, but it's been pretty useful in the underworld. If a man... You want a tip on how to escape from the guards? Just give yourself a name that's really long and difficult to pronounce. They'll be stumbling over your name as soon as they try to announce that you're under arrest. Some inmates once taught me a way to wield the elements by throwing around... People have this tendency to see me as in, good night. I'll be staying up for a little while yet. Want to run some numbers while everything's nice and quiet. Huh, is it evening already? I could have sworn I had just had my afternoon tea. The coupon cafeteria is probably crowded right now. I'll have someone deliver the food straight to my office. Morning. What do the papers have to say about today's weather forecast? It's raining? That's all right. A real problem would be if we could feel water dripping on our heads in the fortress of Meripede. Have you ever seen any stick? A word of advice? You know, they say if you're scared of the thunder, it's really because you got something else to hide.
I'm actually highly allergic to cats. I start sneezing as soon as they enter the vicinity, and... apparently I can't even think about cats without sneezing. Do you think there's a cure for this monstrous affliction? Once the heroine in the song has actually rescued the prince, I will ensure this song practice. Me? There's no need. I already know every song in Tibet. Have you seen that gentleman around? Huh? He's just a normal man by the name of Zhang Li now? That must... Another one of Madame Mage's children here in Mondstadt. What fun! My new little friend looked like he wanted to play with a certain older, bigger friend of mine. So I arranged a little introduction, and voila! It turns out my big friend was the more excited of the two. Why, you should have seen him jumping for joy, patting his belly, and dancing in circles. Oh dear. Did you hear what I just said? Quick, let's take cover behind that tree.
Where to?
All the light shines bright.
Farewell!
Time to say hello.
Close your eyes to dust.
Not too far now.
Beware the creatures of the night. Be silent. Observe.
Go get him, Aiden! Be gone, shadow of darkness!
No claw!
Get farewell. Tell me what you see.
Be silent. Close your eyes. Do you fear the dark? Observe. Do you fear the dark?
Light compels you!
Ding dong weather bomb!
See you in the night kingdom.
All the light shines bright!
Be silent. Close your eyes.
I'm here. Life goes on. Opening box of adepti tricks. You on this?
Observe. Close your eyes.
Behold, the dog! Go get him, Aiden!
Go claw!
Observe. Be silent. Fear the dark. Close your eyes. Night falls.
You got this!
Observe.
Fear the dark.
Close your eyes.
You ready?
While the light shines bright. Be silent.
Close your eyes.
Night falls. Begone, shadow of darkness! Be silent.
Go claw! You on this! Wheel of life. Orders given. Orders received.
Go get him, Aiden!
Observe.
Do you fear the dark? Be silent to dust.
Observe.
Where to?
All right, let's... I like to drink on occasion. Any and every occasion. Good one. On me.
Ad Astra. Thank you for complete.
Any updates on the commission from last time? Should be done just about now, right?
Apologies, Mr. Varka. The wine merchants from Mondstadt say they'll need more time to prepare. Also, they have asked me to pass this message on to you. Have you seriously finished the last batch? That cart was huge.
Well, it's not like I'm the only one drinking. That amount of wine is barely enough for 2 banquets. We'll need more. Come on. I timed this down to the second. The Dawn Winery should be reopening the cellar of Dandelion wine right around now. As the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius in Mondstadt, patronizing their business is but one of my duties. Don't worry, I've left some for them. I didn't clean it all out, or Charles would have nothing to work with. The trouble with long journeys, though, is that wine tends to lose its flavor in the process. Next time I get back, I'll have Charles mix me the strongest drink he's got. Now, who to drink with? Kaya would definitely come if I called. And D-Luke? Well, if I can catch him, I'll have a couple of drinks with him too. Well, might as well get those two to have a drink together, perhaps. holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree?
I better get me some alpacas. Once they haul everything over this next
Great wisdom can be found in the smallest of objects.
Here, on me. Nanina's covering the north, so we'll have Laurent take the east. Right, that's all for now.
Hey, Varka!
Huh? Honorary knight? Paimon? What brings you to my camp? Not at all. Any camp of the Knights of Favonius is your camp too. So make yourself at home. Though, you should give me a heads up next time so I can have the quartermaster break out the good stuff for you.
Is this really the Expeditionary Forces camp? Paimon was expecting it to be a bit more... crowded?
Not many from the force are still stationed here. And of those who are, most are out patrolling. Truth be told, it is a bit of a ghost town. We're also gathering all the Abyss-related intel we can. Situation in Nodkrai is stable for now, but we must remain vigilant. You never know when the Abyss will come roaring back. Intelligence is the foundation of any campaign. It's not just enemy movements. Terrain or shifts in the weather can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Moving forward, we plan to form a long-term partnership with the Northern Intelligence Network. Turn this temporary camp into an intelligence station.
An intelligence station? Whoa! Like the kind in Montanian spy thrillers?
Haha, as if. Name one book with a camp this lightly defended in it. During these years out on campaign, we've found that different abyssal disasters are occurring all over Tevat. They're unnaturally cunning, always shifting, with no two attacks quite going off the same. I hope to use the Northern Intelligence Network to share our findings, and use that collaboration to keep gathering information on the Abyss. This isn't any one nation's burden. Every day, countless winds blow through Nodkrai. I'd say that makes it the perfect place to set up an outpost.
Oh, so that's why. So this is chivalry in action!
Haha, well, chivalry's good and all, but in reality, we've only just established this station, and don't even have a good map of the nearby terrain. If you stumble across any building materials or intel nearby, don't forget to bring them back with you. Rest assured, you're our honorary knight. We'll look after you. One expedition wraps up, another begins.
Grandmaster! We've got big trouble, sir!
Oh, what is it?
That important guest we were expecting today? He's trapped at the foot of the mountain.
What? Is it who I think it is?
Yes, sir, it's him. Most of our available manpower is tied up in patrols. Who do we reassign?
No need. Just point me in the right direction. I'll handle it myself. Honorary Knight, Paimon, till next time.
Oh! Paimon's never seen Varka so nervous. Now she's curious who that guest is. Yeah, that's probably it. Let's follow him and see if he needs help.
Perhaps these treasures might be of utility to you on your journey. Please, I insist.
Help! Please help me!
Huh?